Good. Oh, I didn't realise how rough my hair looked. I did brush it. Oh, let me put it down. Oh, God. Just a, Isn't it funny how we feel our hair is the crowning glory? Well, I suppose it is, but you're not looking at my hair. Really, really, really. Good morning. It's Ros Boundy Psychic Medium here. Ready, late-ish, just for our daily Lenormand card spread reading. So welcome everyone who is popping in and those who are going to be watching via replay. Lovely to have you here. And we already have Holly. So good morning, Holly, from over the other side of the world. Oh, good evening. And we have Nat. Good morning. And we've got Michaela. Good morning. Oh, you love my shirt. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I just put things on. I'm not a clothes person. If I had my way, oh, well, it would be lovely to be able to just muck around with nothing, not being bothered. Good morning, Kim, as you are driving to work. And Rena, good morning. That's it, Canada. Yes, I've got some friends I'm making in Canada because I'm doing some stuff on Zoom. It's lovely to actually connect with so many people all around the world, isn't it? So we're here for our daily spread, though. So what you're needing to be doing is to actually tune into your psychic senses, your abilities, your gut feelings, those spiritual connections that you have that you could actually call your spiritual team. So get into that. Just even if it's just a few nice breaths and being able to open yourself to the messages that they're bringing you direct. And it may be via me and something I'm describing, or it could be you're getting it direct from them as you're looking at these cards. Okay. Oh, you need some positive vibes. Oh, yes. Okay, sending now. And that's one of those things. There is not the necessity all the time to have ceremony and big palavers and dramas as you are sending, receiving energies. It can be just the thought, the intention of those wonderful vibes going across, well, the universe actually, because that's how big it is. That's how instant it is. So vibes are yours there, Holly. Now, here we go across to our spread today. And as I laid it down, I thought, oh my, yay, goody, for the first day of April. And I don't know that I'm always into the April Fool's Day stuff, but I should look actually at the history of why that came about. It's another day. But I thought for what is a new day, new energy, new month on our way of calculating time, this is a fantastic spread. So here we go, right at the start. I've got a magpie out the window. Yay! He's having a feast on the bugs in the lawn. Here's our first owl. As you can see, we've got two owls. Look at the one down near my thumb. Today I choose joy. Look at that. Isn't it gorgeous? I love it. I love it. I love it. It's just such a cheeky little pose. And the photographer, the person who put this up, it just caught it so well. Beautiful, beautiful. And the next card we have, there we have it. We've got this snap. Look, see? Snap, owl. This one is, I actually am so excited to see the two owls because you will have noticed behind me, owls are one of my totems. The Inner Soul Guidance Oracle deck, this is the card that we have from that is the owl. And absolutely look at that. 36, it's a number 9. And the gorgeous depiction of that, I love it with the heart face because owls do certainly have that facial shape that, I just love them. Be observant. It is time to see things more clearly and drawing on your feminine energy. And that's even relevant for the males. So the men out there, so be that owl. Bringing in your senses in all forms to be observant. Okay, so I'm going to actually leave that little owl there for the day, for this recording. So, and there's Holly saying, I appreciate it always. Thank you. And owls are a symbol of your grandpa, and he was indeed cheeky. Good morning to you, Sarah. Lovely to have you here this morning in the real life too. So thank you. Certainly too, if you know of anyone else that would like to be part of being, watching these daily card spreads, certainly point them in the right direction to here, the YouTube channel. I'm on the, what do you call it? The profile, isn't it? The profile and my page that are both Ros Boundy ones. The Ros Boundy card reading group, that's a private group, and also the mytimetv.live. They're the 4 Facebook destinations. I'm going to be doing the Body Soul app after this using a separate technique I'm trying today. So for those who have downloaded the Body Soul app, keep an eye out for when I'm going live. It'll be a similar thing to this, but on the Body Soul app. Right. Because I think that all different forms of and ways of doing things are worthy of trying out, aren't they? So here we go. Aline, this is a general card spread reading. Thank you for joining too, by the way. It's not the individual card pull style. This is a general card spread reading. So you tap into your little energies, see which of the cards really talks to you as you're listening and seeing and hearing how I'm explaining what the spread means from my intuitive senses, from my psychic senses. It may not be relevant for you. It could be that you're going to get your own individual little messages from your spiritual connection. So tap into that. Have that awareness that they may be talking directly to you, the message that you need to hear through these. Okay, the hours did so far for you. They absolutely have, haven't they, Holly? You know that there is those who love you around you. And good morning to the Facebook user. That's that little thing that gives. Hang on, have I? Let me see. I'll just put that there. I'm just putting the link into all the spaces and places. If you can't see your name on the screen as you know that you're saying this good morning, you're in the private group that is probably the cards group. You need to actually hit that permissions. Okay, Arts Cat. Yes, good. So, is the permissions not working? That's a bit weird. Morning from Sydney, raining here in bed with the flu. Oh, so sorry you've got the flu, Susan. Healing energies to you too. That is my intention you've already received. Okay, get better soon. So thank you, Susan. And absolutely, the hours are a hoot, aren't they? It's so wonderful when you can be walking through, well, the bush, I suppose. We had a farm on Kangaroo Island called Yerta Station that actually had some of the booble cows and another type cuckoos. And you'd walk through after dark and, it was fantastic. You'd hear the calls. Beautiful. Here we go. We'll get into the spread. Okay, we've got the coffin in the home space. We have the fish in the workspace. We've got the labyrinth up the top in unexpected space. Then we've got the sun in our role, that energies, that space. And right in the centre, we've got the clovers as the outcome and that pivot central space. So it's just such an abundant. The magpie was talking to me. It's just such an abundant spread this morning. Thank you for that, Susan. Lovely. Oh, not COVID. Just feel better soon. Anyway, COVID is just a horrendous derivative of a flu. Anyway, the COVID is the actual scientific base name for flu, from what I understand. Excuse me. Hang on. Can you hear the magpie? It is there. It's talking to something, and Peanuts is out the back talking to someone else, something else. We have life around us. Even though a coffin might mean death, it's not always a death of a person. There could be that preparing for someone who may be in your family who is dying. I know that we are born. Yes, I did write a comment to someone. It wasn't in the social media. It was directly in a group that I'm at differently. We are, but there's the certainties of life. We are born, we do die, and the other guarantee is constant change. And what we're having here is that living part of it by releasing and letting go that part of it that does die. And what happens here in this with the coffin, the Egyptian belief is around that reincarnation, that getting ready, sending off to the next life, all of that you treasure. So it's your body, the treasured things are going before you. The organs are preserved so they're ready for you to pick up next time, and there is the spirit being blown, being sent off to the next existence, next life. So what we're actually doing here is, if there's things that you're not using in the house anymore and that you're needing to spring clean, you're needing to actually recycle, resend forward to someone else, or that type of thing, that's what I'm sensing for having the coffin in the home space today. We are clearing energy now for what is next, so that you're actually cleansing the space. For those of us who are in the more metaphysical energy healing style of work that we do, even in the home space, we do that, clearing the space just so that it balances that life work balance and all the rest. And for those like I do work from home, so this is part of what I would be doing to cleanse space, keep the home as cleared as possible of that might be negative energies. And sometimes the things, the objects that we hold dear to us can hold that type of, create the boundaries that we're not moving past. So you need to shift it on. So clear out occasionally, have a spring clean. And sometimes that can be even with relationships as well, when, there's a reason, season, lifetime for some of the friendships and relationships we have, connections with people. And it does begin in that home space. So have that time with yourself, for yourself today, that you might be able to contemplate what does need shifting on, and then physically do that. That's what we're being given as our indicator here today. And, Taylor, this is a general card spread reading there. So just a reminder, this isn't individual card pulls, but hi, how are you? So now that we're moving into that workspace, cool. Yeah, you hear it, Sandra. Yes, good morning. And hearing the magpie singing in the background is fantastic. It's time to let stuff go. Absolutely. That is right. And I've still got a squeaky chair. Anyway, that might be telling me things too. In the fish being present in our workspace, I saw that, thought, oh, wow, productivity and abundance today. We're going to get a lot done. So that teamwork, that you're moving together in your workspace, if you're working for someone else, or even if you're working for yourself as an entrepreneur, or even if you are a sole proprietor and running something yourself, it's just that whole, we do actually exist as part of a team. We are in community in whatever way. This happens to be in our workspace, and I've placed both ours on that corner. There must be a reason they're there. So we've got all the wisdom we need for the whole day, doubled. So move into that and open your mind to what possibilities there are in your teamwork and getting things shifting around, going with the flow. If there is something that you can see another needing a hand with, offer the assistance. If you're needing help, ask for help, because you do have others around and about who are ready and willing and able to actually help out and grow what is that next step, so that you can move into that level of abundance in your workspace, in your business building, to actually flourish. And it is going with the flow. It's not difficult. It's going to be with some ease today. So allow that flow to continue moving through your day. Even though we've got the labyrinth there, see how there's also the people in this picture that are going to help and be there for guidance too, if you need it. But it really is initially, it's your path. I'm just trying to find the right space to hold that. It is your path that you're traveling. You're just asking and giving help as you know it's within your path to do that. And what you're treading is for you, your growth, your edification, your being able to really stretch those muscles and get them working. And, that in itself is just bringing that focus more to what are you learning? What's that next step? Because it's like what comes to mind is a book, Who Moved the Cheese, and that factor of seeing some of those little bits and pieces of science projects at school and other things as I've grown through life. You really do, by some repetition at times, you can, we do remember, we do get into that. We've walked this path before, don't need to repeat it. So they go straight away to that next level. And that's what we're doing now. We are growing, we are learning, we are getting to what we need to, where we need to be, what we need to be doing in that little, that beautiful Piccola of rest in the center here of the labyrinth. What an absolutely beautiful time to take that breath and rest and really know that you have grown. You can overlook all of this and see, wow, look at where I've been, where I've come from, where I'm going to. You can still see the possibilities. And that's what we're being brought here, is the possibilities. Our role, it absolutely is. I've got the smiling sun. I love this sundial factor in this sun depiction, the card, the sun depiction. It's absolutely, it just brings a smile to my face every time, because it is where my eye is drawn with this. I'm not one for hot days and things like that with heat, temperature in our climate, but it is wonderful to have sunshine and that beautiful smiling dial. It really does bring that smile to the face. And I don't know why, because my dad used to say, put a smile on your dial. As far as if you're feeling down and glum, that was one of his phrases. And it's probably just where, Holly, you've had the hours bring the wonderful grandpa to your mind, and, reminding all of us that really we have continuing connection with those of our ancestors and those of our family, even though they may have passed. And me with Dad, just by having this picture of a sun and put a smile on your dial, it really brings back things that we can really honour in ourselves as far as where we've come from and the possibilities of where we're moving forward to, because even our now, right now, can be something that will be remembered into our future as we look back and say, wow, that was a wonderful day. And it was part of my history, my story. Okay. And of course, with that clover right in the centre, what more can you ask for is the lucky clovers. The clover, the four-leaf clover, it really is that depiction of luck. It'd be wonderful to know where that originated from too. What myth, what belief began from, why it began as being a lucky myth, a lucky stroke, a lucky card, plant even. I think it's just that there are those moments in our time, in our experience, that we actually do, it stands out, and we can really feel all the fantastic, wonderful, lightning, energizing, and I feel lucky energies. And I saw it, I thought, oh, wow, like with all of this that's in this spread, I thought, wow, today really is going to be a lucky day. Not the April Fool's Day, though I am going to have to look up the history of that too. I think I might have 2 tasks to do shortly. Yes, let's see if I remember to actually put a little bit of summary of that into my posts. But it's wonderful. What energies do you feel when you see this deck? It'd be lovely for you to share that too. Now, as you do move through your day, feel those energies in a way that really does mean something for you. Take the time, take the breath, occasionally look. If you've got this, we've all got our phones. If you really feel you need to, what were those cards today? Because I feel so good. Have another look at it and see where your focus goes. What is the message that you're receiving, that your spiritual team are guiding you with through your day to day? It really isn't that we take these tools and live by them. We don't. They are but a small indication of what we have from within ourselves and those messages and that connection that we're having with our spiritual team. Open yourself up to all the possibilities that Spirit is able to give you for, those moments where you do need to ask for help. Ask your spiritual team or your angels, your archangels, whatever your belief system or your living system. It doesn't have to be a belief. It's a living it. Bring it in that way that you're actually living your pathway as truly and as connected to your heart space and your soul as you can do, and be the best you through living that way, not just being an observer all the time and on autopilot. So that's the messages I've got for you today with the cards, and just, we can chat as long as what's time, but we do all have things to do, so I'm going to leave you there with that message. And Sarah's saying, thank you for another perfect start to the day. Oh, with love. See you tonight. Yes, it is also Friday's Intuitive Chat, or whatever I call it, Friday Follies. Leanne and I will be on tonight around about the 8:30 to share. That is where we do the little charts pulls, card pulls, and little readings and whatnot for people individually, little mini ones. So Taylor and there was the other one, Aileen. If you want to return, if you can, that will be on pretty much my page, Leanne's page, and mytimetv.live. You'll actually see those. That will see us being alive to those pages. So it's wonderful to be able to use this technology in such a lovely way. So thank you for joining in and sharing your time with me. I'm so pleased to be able to share my time with you. So until either tonight or tomorrow morning around the 8 o'clock, keep being the best you that you can be. Hey, King's arrived at work. So there you go. You're at work now. See you tonight. Yes, better ring your sister, ask if she's opened her heart yet. I love that continuing banter you two have. It is so lovely to see family connections in that way. So thank you. Hi, Taylor. And perfect start to April. Absolutely, isn't it? I thought that too as I saw them hitting the table, basically. Thank you, each and every one of you. And it is funny, isn't it? Look, we have the perfect synchronicity in what is shown us by Spirit at the perfect times. So happy evening there. So you're over in UK. Cold and rainy spitting there. Oh, Sprit Day. What's a Sprit Day? You need to declutter how odd you called it, the reading. Yes, it is, isn't it? It's wonderful that you did, though. Thank you. And Connie, yes, thank you. And I should really get going, shouldn't I? I love showing all of you. I like pressing the buttons. Those who've known me for a long time through this medium, through this channel, know that, don't you? Lovely. Thank you, Michaela. And spring. Yes. So you are in Britain somewhere, are you? Yes, when I visited. Yeah, that was May, though, many years ago. We had no rain through May. It was lovely. It was It was a lovely trip. So thank you, each and every one. Be the best you, and namaste until tomorrow or tonight.